Hello, hello, hello. All right. How are we going to look 10 years younger? Let's talk about it. All right. My name is Cynthia Williams. I am a nutritionist. I specialize in working with women 35 and older to help them understand their body, to learn their body in these hormonal fluctuations that are occurring as we age. One of those being hair and skin thinning and drying and just not looking our best. And so I want to share with you the things that I do. I actually received a really good compliment from my husband the other week. He told me he was scrolling through Facebook, and you know how those memories pop up, and one popped up of us from about 10 years ago at a ball game, and he looks over at me and he says, "I think you look even younger now than you did back then." And I was like, thank you so much. So here are my secrets to looking 10 years younger, or a few of my favorite products. I do get questions about my skincare a lot from my clients that see me in person and on social media, but especially in person because I don't really wear makeup. It's all natural all the time, so there's no hiding anything, there's no flaws, and they're just like, what are you doing for your skin? So I'm gonna share a few of my favorite things, but first and foremost, I wanna preface it, nothing will outdo or make you look younger or feel younger than proper nutrition, diet, and hydration and sleep. I am telling you, and digestion. Having good digestion, eating well, which those go hand in hand, right? Mostly whole foods, not eating out a lot, really watching your alcohol. Like, you want to look older, keep drinking a whole bunch of alcohol. That ages you so much. But anyways, side note, good nutrition. Exercise, having muscle tissue is the fountain of youth, 100% the fountain of youth. So put some weight in your hands, lady, and exercise and do traditional strength training. Hydrating, being hydrated. I can't tell you how many clients, when I start working with them and I set water goals for them, and 3 weeks, 4 weeks in, they are like, I cannot believe the difference in my skin when I started drinking more water and changing other things, not having caffeine first thing in the morning, getting hydrated, backing off the diets, backing off the alcohol, but getting that water in and that being our main source of hydration, the difference that they see in their skin and the compliments that they get from other people, like, what are you doing? You're glowing. You look so much better. So hydration is huge. And then proper sleep. Like, we all know when we get terrible sleep, what we look like the next day, dark eyes, baggy eyes, maybe dry skin, whatever that looks like for you. But getting good sleep on a consistent schedule, those 5 things, money can't buy those, okay? You cannot do any, you can't out surgery those, you can't out inject those. You have to get those guys in first. But once we get those guys in, here are a few of my favorite things that I like to put on top of that. Now, I want to preface this as well with, I have in the past gotten injectables, neurotoxins, filler, all that kind of stuff. I have not had filler since before my daughter was born, and she's 4.5, and I have not had any Dysport since February of 2024, and it is now August of 2024, so it's over 6 months. So it's gone. There's nothing left in there, and I have some movement, but and a little bit there, and you can see there's no filters on this camera today, nothing. This is what my skin looks like. I am really working on doing some of these things to back off of having injectables. Not saying that I will never do it again, but really trying to back off of my consumption of those injectables and really having a much more comprehensive, I guess you could say, skincare, consistent schedule at home to help me with the aging process. So, all right, first up is hair, right? Hair. That's probably one of the biggest complaints, again, I get from women is thinning hair, thinning eyebrows, which thinning eyebrows is going to come with age, but it's also can be an indicator of low thyroid, especially if the tails of your eyebrows, you're noticing those are starting to really get thin and disperse. You might want to go get your thyroid checked and just make sure there's nothing going on. But with estrogen and progesterone declining as well as we age and over the age of 40, you do get thinning hair. So for me, what has worked really, really well is I love Vegamore. Let's see if I can get that to focus in for you guys. This Vegamore, I like the white bottle here. I started with the pink one and have gone to this. And I take this one, which is the hair serum. I started it because I started noticing thinning right there, which It kind of does, but it looks way better, and it's a lot of blonde hairs and gray, if you guys can see it. So it is way more full. I was noticing it when I was pulling it up in ponytails, but it is so much fuller. I wish I had the before and after for you guys, but I'm terrible about that because I don't think things honestly are gonna work as good as they do, and then I get to using them and I notice like 2-3 months in, I'm like, oh, it's really working. And I wish I had that before, but I don't. But I can tell you it has worked really well there. I also take this same jar and use it on my eyebrows, and you can see these are not microbladed eyebrows. These are all my hair right here. I just have a little bit of tint in them. I have nice full eyebrows, and I use it on my eyelashes. Now I know that they have specific products for your eyebrows and your eyelashes on Vegamore, but I just use it on all. So I'm not telling you to do that because it might be advised against it, but that is what I do for these areas, and I have been very, very pleased with this. I've been using this for over a year now. So I actually have to stop using this at some point because I put it in these places and I'll have so much baby hair growth like sticking out, like I got these 2 antennas. And I'm like, I gotta let those grow out just a little bit, and then I'll start putting the Vegamore back on again once I get a little bit of that to grow out. Otherwise, I've just got all these crazy hairs sticking out all the time. Okay. All right, so one, hair. The next thing that I do you guys have talked about this on my Instagram so much, and I just can't talk about it enough. The difference in my skin, and this helps with eyebrow hair, that I have seen using this product. It is amazing. One of my clients turned me onto it. She had absolutely amazing skin, and she told me that she's been doing it, and I tried it, and I'm telling you guys, it is fantastic. If you decide to use this product, I highly, highly encourage you though to watch her YouTube videos, to do your due diligence and learn how to use this tool properly, or it can cause damage. So be smart, go slow, start small, and work your way up. I've been using this now for, I wanna say about 5 months, and the difference in my skin, you guys, is incredible. As I said, I'm gonna pull my hair back here. I have a little bit of movement in here, but this is nothing like what it would have looked like had I not been using this product and gone Dysport free for 6 months. I would have had way more movement and way more like of the permalines in my head than I do. Crow's feet, okay? Got a little bit, way worse. Again, I wish I had before and after pictures, like a time where I went without Dysport for a while to show you, and that's why I tried to go without it, thinking, okay, I'm gonna go without it, and I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand how deep the lines were getting in my face and what they look like, and I wish I had a picture of that to show you to really prove that for me how well this has worked, but this is nothing, and I have makeup on too, which always exacerbates that, but nothing like what it would have been. I mean, it's so much better, but the biggest change for me is along my cheek, okay? And you can barely see it. Whenever I would smile, I would just have this skin lines like stacked up my cheek. I don't have a lot of fat in my cheek, and it just would, that lack of fat and the age was just compiling, you know, and it was just making my face look really thin and my skin really thin. And it is hardly there. I mean, it's just, okay? So what I'm speaking of is doing a derma roller at home. This is by the line Gen Beauty. You can find a lot of knockoffs on Amazon or other ones. If you don't want to do it, I am not telling you to do those, because the difference between hers and those is these are real needles, okay? Real needles. It is not some steel piece that has been sunk into the tube. These are real needles. The quality is high on this guy. This is the 0.5. So you'll start with the 0.25 and gradually work your way up on the needles. There's a good shot where you can see the needles, and changes the needle length on there. And work your way up. The 0.5 is what I use. I use the 0.75 and the 0.5 now. I've worked my way up. Use the 0.5 once a week, once every other week, and then I use the 0.5 in between. And you guys, I'm telling you, pores, lines, pigmentation, fullness of the skin. Again, another point, which I mean, I have a little bit, like, would I like to be like that again? Yeah, maybe one day, maybe we'll see. But it has made such a difference. It was so much worse when I started using this. So I mean, the difference that it made. Oh, I just can't talk about it enough. I mean, I love this product. So I highly recommend you check it out. But if you do decide to use it, I do recommend you do the due diligence. You watch the YouTube video tutorials, you read her information prior to using it. Just don't go at it willy-nilly, or you can damage your skin, and that's not what you want. Like, I'm a little red after I use this. I don't have blood on my face. I don't have holes in my face. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. Just go slow, and the results will come in time with consistency. So there's that. All right, next is the Advanced Snail Mucin. So I was a sucker and went in for the, social media viral thing and thought I would try this because it was like 11 bucks. It is so good. It is so good. It works well when your face is wet. So how I like to use it is I will apply my toner, and while my face is still wet from my toner, I will apply this on. This will put so much plumpness in your skin and hydration in your skin. It is a very, very nice product. I also will say anything I do for skincare is basically like nipples up, okay? Everything, even my derma roller, I do my chest, I do my neck, everything, I basically do nipples up, and a lot of the things I do on the back of my hand. As I was speaking earlier, you can do the facelift all you want, but if you've got a neck that looks 80 and a face that looks 40, to me that makes it look even worse, right? So I want everything aging the same and doing what I can for all parts. So everything that I do for my face basically is nips up as well. So this is a really good product, and everything will be linked below for you guys today. My next product is the Dermatology C5. I really like this product. It is a very good quality C product for the price. I am not going to spend $200 a month on my C cream. Like, you can find there's 2 brands out there, 2 very good brands, but my skincare monthly income, that would be it. That would be the only thing I could buy, and I like all this other stuff. So I searched for a C that had I'm trying to find it. I always get this. The ascorbate. Is it that C? There's 2 different kinds of vitamin C, and this one had I'm losing it right now, but the vitamin C type that is in this Dermatology one is one that penetrates the skin cells better, right? Because it doesn't matter how much vitamin C you have in a product if it can't penetrate the skin and actually get into the cells. And this one contained that vitamin C that had the higher transdermal rate of going through, and I like it, and I have seen a good difference with this and like my skin tone and texture. So I really like this one. Next, this is a newer product for me. I've been using it, I want to say about 6 months or so, and I'm seeing a difference as well in like the plumpness of my face. Hoping it will give me some like filler look without getting filler, basically was my goal behind this. And this is the Muesli. It is a prescription. You have to go in and fill out all this information and like communicate with one of their doctors. And I got the Aging Repair Cream, was the first one that I wanted to try. They do have several products, but I wanted to try this one first. And use just the tiniest little bit and put it on your face. It does contain estrogen in it. So again, do your due diligence, research the product, etc., etc. For skin plumping and hydration and moisturization, and giving some fullness back in the skin. And I am very pleased. It feels really, really good on the skin when you have it on your skin as well. So this is another product line that is new to me, but so far so good. Really enjoying it, and I'm going to look into some of their other products as well. They have some body products and stuff like that. So this one I do not put nips up, because the prescription calls for a pea-size amount, and a pea-size amount is not going to cover that, and I don't want to put more on it since it does contain estrogen, and I'm just not sure where it would go with my estrogen levels, especially I'm looking to go on to HRT. So that's why I would look more for the body cream in this particular product. Everything else is nips up. So all right, so hopefully these guys were helpful for you. These are some of the things that I do. If you like this video, I'll share some of the other things that I use on my skin. Obviously sunscreen, hats all the time, anything that I can do. And like I said, I will go in and I will have some Dysport put in again. I don't know that I'll do filler again. It just depends on how this all shift and stuff like that. I have mixed feelings about it all anymore, just because we don't know the long-term studies and the effects of it. And but then I'm kind of like, it's balanced. Like, I do so many other things to live a long, healthy, quality life. If I put a little Dysport in my face, but then again, I hate to be like 80 and have cancer from Dysport because I was doing Dysport. Anyways, not to trail off on it, but that's kind of where my mindset is with this kind of stuff right now, and just kind of seeing what I can do at home and the results that I can get, and if I can keep them up and keep seeing the results with getting less and less injectables is my goal. If you get I'm not knocking them. You do you. I'm all for doing whatever you can, whenever you can, whatever makes you feel happy. But this is just the route that I'm on right now. So you can find all my information at CynthiaWilliamsWellness.com. It will be linked below. The programs that I offer for women 35 and older to help them. We discuss skincare. We discuss it all, everything that comes as we age and what we can do to blunt the impact of it as much as possible and continue to feel our best. So hope you have a great day. Make sure that you subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.